Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the University of Science and Computer Technology, STEKOM University in Semarang, Indonesia. For the webinar international event, The Risk of AI, Unlocking the Opportunity for Beneficial Effects. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Novita and I will be hosting you for today's event. Now, please let's welcome our special guest for today. Welcome to the Honorable Dr. Teguh Santoso as the Rector of STEKOM University Indonesia, Professor Hussein Baghirov as a President of Western Caspian University from Azerbaijan, to the Honorable Ms. Gahramanli Turkana as a Senior Lecturer at Department of Information Technology from Western Caspian University, Azerbaijan, to the Honorable Dr. Farahwaida Mohd Bakar as a Senior Lecturer, Head of Industrial Linkages Section of University Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to the Honorable Volodymyr Cherky, PhD, as a Senior Teacher at Department of Applied Mathematics and Informatics of Southern Ukraine National Pedagogical University from Ukraine, and the last to the Honorable Setiyo Nugroho M.Kom as a Lecturer of Department Computer Graphics of STEKOM University Indonesia. And last but not least, also to the Honorable guests and audience. Before we begin, I have a few housekeeping notes here. Today's session is being live streamed on Universitas STEKOM YouTube channel. And for today's event, we will start with Indonesia national anthems and continue with the opening speech by first Professor Hussein Baghirov and the second Dr. Teguh Santoso, represented by our Director Student Affairs, Mr. Wibyadi Agrianto. We will start for main event presentation by our special guest today and continue with a Q&A session and have our picture and closing. Yeah, for the square of this morning agenda, we will sing our national anthem. So for the operator, you can start for the video. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, first, now we will invite to the stage the most responsible person for the conduction of this Skill International event to give an opening speech for Professor Hussein Baghirov as a President of Western Caspian University from Azerbaijan. Yeah, for Professor Hussein, the time is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving me the floor. It's my pleasure to have a couple of words in the beginning of this webinar. First of all, I want to express my gratitude to Rector of STEKOM University, Dr. Teguh Santoso, for organizing such a network of such events, which are very useful for students from many countries. And for partnership, we are good partners with STEKOM University as a university from Azerbaijan. And then I would like to express my gratitude to all STEKOM University employees who are involved into arranging this series of webinars with participation of experts from different countries. This initiative fairly inspires specialists and motivates them to share their experiences, and moreover, such practices of arranging this kind of events are a crucial part of internationalization of higher education. Today's topic is linked with significance of artificial intelligence, and indeed institutions need to have a broader look on this phenomena as its value develops by leap and bounds in contemporary society. Nowadays, the area of use of artificial intelligence are limitless, and advances in machine learning and artificial intelligence present an opportunity to build some solution for addressing some of the world's most pressing challenges. At the same time, for the educational system, probably it brings many challenges, requires from them be willing for reforms and changings. For example, university must be ready for changing list of professions and offered by university programs, due to the fact that artificial intelligence and its use in industry quickly will change sort of a net and a list of professions which are now actual in global economics, and will make serious changes required from universities to be ready for that. From other side, recent pandemic demonstrated how replacing face-to-face education with distant education when students sitting at home in the front of computers affected quality of education, and now many universities are challenged by this issue, looking for ways how to improve the situation. As we discovered, learning is a reason why students come to university, but then social aspect, socializing are important ingredient of education, without which effect of education, effect of quality of learning get affected. So is this problem as well, and we don't know how artificial intelligence and use it in educational process will affect the educational process, especially taking into consideration facts that status of teacher are changing gradually today. Teachers are not anymore monopolists of knowledge. As you know, my generation was we got education in period when professor know everything and come and share knowledge with us, and all alternative was books. Today, students have endless resource of knowledges, much richer than any professor has in own area, in cloud, in internet, in network. And now professors, instead of being mentors, turn into instructors, helping students to navigate in labyrinths of knowledges to find the right answers to problems which are going to sort out as professionals in the future. So from this point, I hope this initiative of bringing together academia, experts to exchange expertise and different views will a good practice for institutions of beneficial cooperation and creating valuable platform for arranging joint research and scientific activities. So I thank you all organizing once more, and especially those who are going to speak today. I wish you a successful webinar, and I wish to those who are taking part in this webinar as listeners to get what they were expecting, what was they joined to the seminar. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the opening speech for Professor Hussein. Yeah, and then we will go to the next opening speech by Dr. Joseph Teguh Santoso from Rector STEKOM University, represented by Dr. Wibiarti Alfayanto. Yeah, for Doctor, the time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Greeting to all participants and also the honorable all students and all audience. May I first take this occasion to pay tribute to all of the audience of this webinar international event with the title, The Rise of AI, Unlocking the Opportunity for Beneficial Effect. Organized by the University of Science and Computer Technology STEKOM in collaboration with University Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Western Caspian University, Azerbaijan, Southern Ukraine National Pedagogical University, Kyiv, Yusenki, Ukraine. Welcome to the Honorable Professor Hussein Baghirov, President of Western Caspian University, Azerbaijan. Gahramanli, Turkana Senior Lecturer at the Department of Information Technology of Western Caspian University, Azerbaijan. T.S. Dr. Farahwaida Mohd, Bakar Senior Lecturer, Head of Industrial Linkage Section of University Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Vladimir Serkan, PhD, Senior Teacher at the Department of Applied Mathematics and Informatics of Southern Ukraine National Pedagogical University, Kyiv, Yusenki, Ukraine. And Setiyo Nugroho, M.Kom, Lecturer of Department Computer Graphics of STEKOM University, Indonesia. And last but not least, also the honorable guests and audience. We are so glad to have all of you on this memorable occasion today that you will present insightful ideas according to your field of expertise in this reputation. It is a great pleasure to welcome you to this webinar international. I believe this event will improve the knowledge and experience of all participants and provide significant scientific contribution. So let me share little material about the topic of webinar today. When I think about the rise of AI, I'm reminded of the increase in literacy a few hundred years ago. Many people in society thought that maybe not everyone needed to be able to read and write. Back then, many people were tending field or heading ships, so there may be less not need for written communication. And all that was needed was for the high priests and priestesses and monks to be able to read the holy book, and the rest of us could just go to temple or church or the holy building and sit and listen to high priests and priestesses read to use. Fortunately, it was figured out that we can build a much richer society if lots of people can read and read today. AI is in the hand of the high priests and priestesses. These are highly skilled AI engineers, many of whom work in big companies. And most people have access only to AI that built for them. I think that we can build a much richer society if we can enable everyone to help to read the future. But why is AI largely concentrated in the big tech companies? Because many of these AI projects have been expensive to build. They may require dozens of high-skilled engineers, and they may cost millions or $10 million to build an AI system. And the large tech company, particularly that one with hundreds of millions or even billions of users, have been better than anyone else at making this investment pay off, because for them, one of size-fits-all AI systems, such as one that improves web search or that recommend better product for online shopping, can be applied to this very large member, the user, to generate massive amount of revenue. So today, there are a million of projects about AI sitting on the tail of this distribution that no one is working on, but whose aggregate value is massive. You have to read PAX and PAX code. And well, I would love for everyone to learn to code. And in fact, online education are helping more people than ever learn to code. Unfortunately, not everyone has the time to do this. So I hope that for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, took this webinar international event, we can get more information about the rise of AI, unlocking the opportunity for beneficial event. To conclude, I would like to thank you for International Affairs Organization of STEKOM University for making this webinar event. And finally, I wish you to enjoy the program today and participant to get knowledge in the session today. Thank you and enjoy this event.
Thank you so much for Dr. Wibi Arti Alfianto. And we will go to the main event for today, our audience. If you have any question from the speaker, please add them in the chat and we'll be to answer some after during the Q&A session after our presentation. And each presenter today will have about 30 minutes for the presentation. Now let's please welcome our first presenter, Ms. Gahramanli Turkana from Western Caspian University from Azerbaijan. Yeah. For Ms. Gahramanli, the time is yours. Thank you.
You need to switch on your microphone, Turkana. Your microphone is switched off.
Okay,
Yes.
Sorry. Good morning to everyone. My name is Turkana. Today I'm going to talk about the rise of artificial intelligence, unlocking the opportunity for beneficial effects. Firstly, I would like to talk what is the artificial intelligence. We can use artificial intelligence programs in different areas. We can see these fields on the picture here. Actually, I prepared two programs, artificial intelligence programs, we can say, for text-to-speech and speech-to-text. I will show one of them to you today. Speech-to-text I will show, but now I want to talk about firstly about what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is rapidly becoming a crucial aspect of modern life, transforming the way we live, work, and interact with each other. The rise of artificial intelligence brings exciting opportunities such as improved efficiency and accuracy in various industries, but also raises important ethical considerations such as job losses and privacy. Here are some key areas where artificial intelligence can unlock opportunities for positive impacts. One of them, the most significant area of artificial intelligence development is machine learning, which allows artificial intelligence system to learn and improve over time without being explicitly programmed. This allows artificial intelligence system to develop more sophisticated abilities and perform tasks that would be impossible for humans to achieve. For example, machine learning algorithms can analyze large amounts of data to identify patterns and make predictions, helping businesses make better decisions and improving their bottom line. Another area where artificial intelligence is making an impact is the field of healthcare. Artificial intelligence algorithms can be used to analyze medicine images, diagnose disease, and help doctors and nurses make informed treatment decisions. This can improve the accuracy of diagnosis, reduce the time and cost of medical procedures, and ultimately save lives. Artificial intelligence provides systems can also automate routine tasks, filling up healthcare professionals to focus on more critical and complex cases. Here I add some fields where we can use artificial intelligence programs in medicine. Firstly, we can say drug discovery, improving accuracy of diagnosis, electronic health record, robotic surgery, clinical trials, we can say. Artificial intelligence is also transforming the way we interact with technology. Voice-controlled visual assistants, such as Siri and Alexa, have become popular household devices, and self-driving cars are now a reality on our road. These developments are changing the way we live, making our lives easier and more convenient. I can say that we use usually Siri and Alexa inside the mobile phones. We know that we use Siri inside with the mobile phones, which works with operating system iOS, but Alexa with the mobile phones, which works with Android operating system. But for the computer, I usually use ChatGPT. I don't know you have information about it or not, but I think it's useful, but of course it has some advantages and disadvantages. For example, last time I created some tables about SQL Server inside the SQL Server program, but I did it with firstly, with a ChatGPT program. It gives a very good result to me, but it has some disadvantages. For example, if I want to download in a program, or if I want to choose some of two things, I cannot get proper answer from it, because the program just gives all information to me. I want the answer, just want to choose just one, but I cannot get the answer. Sometimes there are some problems with the ChatGPT program too, but of course there are different artificial intelligence programs too for drawing the pictures and for coding, of course. But I use some of them, some pictures for drawing, programs for drawing the pictures, but they have disadvantages too, because they don't give what I want. They just give some pictures which looks like it, but it's not the same what I want. Education, artificial intelligence technologies can enhance the learning experience by providing personalized and adaptive instruction. Intelligent tutoring system can tailor educational content to individual student needs, pacing the material based on their progress and offering targeted feedback. Artificial intelligence powered chatbots can assist students with queries, offering 24/7 support. Additionally, artificial intelligence programs can aid in automating administrative tasks, allowing educators to allocate more time to teaching and mentoring. Okay, here this picture describes the role of artificial intelligence in science. Okay, we can say that, we can use artificial intelligence programs with transports too. Here I described how we can use the artificial intelligence programs with transportations. Artificial intelligence is posed to transform transportation systems, making them safer, more efficient, and environmentally friendly. Self-driving cars and trucks can reduce accidents caused by human mistakes, optimize traffic flow and improve fuel efficiency. Artificial intelligence algorithms can also enable predictive maintenances, reduce downtime, and improving the reliability of transportation infrastructure. Okay, environment and sustainability. Artificial intelligence can contribute to taking environmental challenges by optimizing energy consumption, managing waste more efficiently, and enabling precision agriculture. Machine learning algorithms can analyze large data sets to identify patterns to trends, aiding in climate modeling and predicting natural disasters. Artificial intelligence can also assist in wildfield conservation efforts by analyzing data from sensors and drones to monitor, to protect endangered species. I would like to show another area where we can use artificial intelligence programs. This is the cybersecurity. As the digital landscape becomes more complex, artificial intelligence can play a critical role in enhancing cybersecurity measures. Artificial intelligence algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data to detect patterns and anomalies, enabling early detection of cyber threats. Artificial intelligence powered systems can also provide real-time response and mitigate strategies, bolstering defense mechanisms against cyber attacks. And we can use artificial intelligence programs in for social services. Artificial intelligence has the potential to improve social services such as welfare and humanitarian aid. Artificial intelligence provides systems can streamline administrative processes, enhance resource allowance to and identify patterns to detect fraud or abuse in social welfare programs. We can use artificial intelligence programs in finance too. Artificial intelligence has had a profound impact on the financial industry, improving fraud detection, risk assessment, and customer service. Advanced algorithms can process vast amount of financial data quickly and accurately, leading to more informed decision making. This is just I add some examples for it, but before talking about them, I would like to show something which I created with artificial intelligence. With the Python programming language. And I would like to talk how robots could transform our future. I would like to talk about it.
Is it enough, Miss?
No, no, no.
Okay.
Okay, this is the program which I wrote with some libraries in Python programming language. This is going to convert my speech to some words. For example, okay, it's working. If I will say something, it must record it. Okay. Okay, it's going to write. But sometimes it can take a few time. You see, sometimes it can take a few time. It can have a few time. But for getting exact result, we have to speak loudly, and obviously, clearly. You see, it's writing. I would like to stop it. Okay. I would like to run my another program for face detection. I don't know, is it going to be possible because my camera right now works? Actually, it's working, but right now my camera is working. That's why I cannot show the result to you. Unfortunately, I cannot show the result to you because my camera is working here right now. Okay, I would like to talk about another thing about the Arduino program, Arduino device, which I wrote the program. This here I will talk about introduction to Arduino. Firstly, I would like to talk about what is Arduino. Arduino is a programmable microcontroller designed for developing smart systems and projects. In other words, Arduino is a tool with which we can create various digital devices and systems. The main feature that differentiates Arduino from other similar platforms is the real-time applications of its core components and the sensors that work with it. There are 20 inputs and output pins on the Arduino microcontroller. 6 of these pins are A0 and A1 analog pins, and 14 are digital information pins. The 80 mega 328 chips on it is a programmable chip. The program we write is executed by means of this chip. Apart from this, there are other inputs like power inputs, USB input, etc. Checking out how about the details of this device. For showing details of this device, I want to show this part to you. There are parts of this device. It's written here. And programming of Arduino. Arduino can be built using C++ programming language or block-based platforms. After the program is developed, it's loaded onto the Arduino board if the power source is provided from outside. In this case, the Arduino can execute the code sent inside even without a connection on the computer. The Arduino board is connected to the computer via USB, where it's connected to the Arduino development environment. Integrated, ID. The user writes Arduino codes in the ID. Then uploads it to a microcontroller that executes the code by communicating with inputs and outputs such as sensors, monitors, and lights. Here I added the website where we can download the Arduino software inside our computer. When installing the program on our computer, we have to make sure that the Arduino driver required to use the device is also installed on our computer. Before programming the Arduino microcontroller, we must specify the board type of the device and the port it's connected to in the software. If we want to start with a block-based platform, then we can use make block 5 program. After installing the software, we can open an example program from File Example section and view the program structure. Actually, this device is for helping people which is has weakness to see something. The name of project is visual impaired. This will help for the people which has visual impaired or has blindness, maybe we can say simply. Recommended resources for project development. We use some parts for making this device, this robot. This is Arduino Uno, the sound of muffled connecting cable, ultrasonic sensor, and USB port. We are connecting them, then we are writing the codes and connecting it with the device. And we have to make glasses, and we have to connect glass and this robot to each other, and you then use it. I made it actually. I create these glasses in Tinkercad, and then I created these glasses with a 3D printer, and it's here with me like this. Unfortunately, I cannot show the robot to you and how it works here. Okay, thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you so much for the wonderful presentation for Mr. Dana.
Thank you too.
Yeah. Okay, and then we will go to the next speaker, the second speaker from Dr. Farahwaida Cherki, PhD. Yeah, as a senior teacher at Department of Applied Mathematics and Information. Yeah, for Dr. Cherkin, the time is yours. Thank you.
Good afternoon, honorable colleagues. So my name is Volodymyr, and I'm a senior teacher of the Department of Applied Mathematics and Informatics at South Ukrainian National Pedagogical University, Ushinsky University for short, Odessa, Ukraine. So it's a great honor for me to be here. Thank you for having me here. And now I'd like to continue my colleague's presentation and talk a little bit about how can we apply and the AI system, knowledge-based system, and their role in actually education. So unfortunately, because of some issues with my internet connection, I will have to switch off my camera during the presentation. But I think it's more useful to watch things and listen to things I'm talking about. As usual, I tell my students that the things I'm gonna share with you is much more interesting than the way how I really look like. So I start my presentation. Just want to share my screen. Hope that you can see it. So the topic of my today's speech is the role of artificial intelligence and knowledge-based systems in education. To start with, I'd like to ask a very simple question. Why did the AI attended Tesla's theorem lecture? Just because it was hoping to finally discover its true identity and avoid being called a toaster. So the Tesla's theorem in a general simplified form can be stated as follows. Artificial intelligence is what hasn't been done yet. However, we already know and can attest to the following aspects of AI. So the goal is to develop intelligent computer system. It is oriented towards a wide range of users, communication in a subset of natural language, and traditional capabilities associated with human intelligence. There are actually two distinct directions of AI development. Neurocybernetics, which can be defined as the study and application of principles from both neuroscience and cybernetics to understand and enhance the functioning of biological and artificial systems. And the disciplines it comprises, namely the hardware approach, software approach, and hybrid approach. The hardware approach involves designing and implementing AI systems using dedicated physical components and specialized hardware architecture that are optimized for some kind of specific computational tasks. The software approach involves developing AI system using algorithms, programming languages, and computational models implemented on general purpose computing platforms such as computers or servers. The hybrid approach combines elements of both hardware and software approaches, leveraging the strengths of each. It often involves integrating specialized hardware with software algorithms to achieve better performance and efficiency. On the other hand, we have so-called black box technology, which refers to a system or device where the internal workings or mechanisms are not visible or accessible to the user. And the focus is on the input and output behaviors rather than the internal process. Knowledge engineering is the kind of process of designing or building knowledge-based system by capturing and formalizing human experience and knowledge into a format that can be utilized by AI systems. Models of knowledge refer to representations of structures that capture and organize knowledge in AI system. So these models can include rule-based systems, ontologies, semantic networks, or statistical models, among others. And the logical inference is the process of deriving new information or conclusions based on existing knowledge and logical rules. So it involves applying logical reasoning and deduction to draw valid inference from given facts or statements. On this slide, I'd like to share a couple of software which is traditionally used for developing and implementing artificial neural networks. Actually, it's not the full list exactly. Among these softwares, I would like to underline those. First of all, the TensorFlow. So TensorFlow is an open source machine learning framework developed by Google. It provides a comprehensive ecosystem of tools, libraries, and resources for building and deploying machine learning models. With its flexible architecture, TensorFlow supports a wide range of applications from training deep neural networks to running large-scale distributed systems. Keras. Keras is a high-level neural network API written in Python. It is designed for simplicity and ease of use, allowing users to quickly prototype and experiment with different neural network architectures. Keras acts as a front-end framework that utilizes other backends like TensorFlow or Tiano for computation, providing a user-friendly interface for building and training deep learning models. The Neural Network Toolbox is a MATLAB package that provides tools and functions for designing, writing, training, and simulating neural networks. It offers a wide range of network architectures, training algorithms, and visualization capabilities. Actually, MATLAB's Neural Network Toolbox is widely used for research, education, and application development in various fields, such as pattern recognition, signal processing, and control system. And the PyTorch. PyTorch is an open source deep learning framework that offers a dynamic computational graph, making it highly flexible and efficient for training and deploying neural networks. PyTorch provides an intuitive interface and supports dynamic neural network architectures, enabling researchers and developers to easily experiment with complex models. It also offers extensive GPU acceleration capabilities for faster computation. So let's go further and define the exact meaning of knowledge-based systems, or KBS. So knowledge-based systems, or for short KBS, are specialized systems that utilize knowledge-based tools to support various human activities, including decision-making processes and learning development. These systems are designed to leverage knowledge and expertise to enhance performance and improve outcomes. In today's knowledge-driven society, KBS play a vital role in higher educational institutions and beyond, providing valuable support and facilitating collaboration between users and knowledge resources. To work with a knowledge-based system and understand their role, it is crucial to distinguish between the concepts of data and knowledge, providing each of these concepts with a corresponding definition, where data is defined as individual facts that characterize objects, processes, and phenomena of subject domain, as well as their properties. And knowledge are regularities of a subject domain, principles, relationships, laws, obtained through practical activity and professional experience, enabling experts to formulate and solve problems in this very actual domain. So if we are talking about the education, KBS in education can be used in two aspects. The first is the educational institution management, and the second, organization of an adaptive learning environment. Let's talk about the institution management first. So KBS can be highly beneficial for educational institution management, facilitating the collection, organization, and utilization of information to enhance the efficiency of the learning process and inform decision-making. On this slide, you can see several ways in which KBS can be utilized. So first of all, the data collection and organization. So KBS can assist in tracking various data such as student attendance, academic performance, grades, teachers' feedback, and even more. So this enables the institution's administration to have comprehensive information and analyze it for informed decision-making. Curriculum management. KBS can aid in organizing and implementing educational programs, resource allocation, lesson planning, and student requirements. So this helps improve the structure of educational program of curricula and ensures high quality education. Support for collaborative learning. KBS can facilitate collaboration among teachers and students, including material exchange, cooperation, and communication itself. They can provide a centralized platform for information sharing, project discussions, and collaborative work on assignments. And actually, monitoring of students' progress. KBS can help track and evaluate students' progress, including their achievements, task completion, attendance, and more. So this enables teachers and administrators to assess individual performance, identify areas for improvement, and provide timely support. So there are actually just a few examples of how KBS, knowledge-based system, can contribute to effective educational management and support the learning process. And for sure, KBS can be a valuable tool for organizing an adaptive learning environment where instructions and educational programs are tailored to the needs and abilities of each student. Here are several ways in which KBS can be utilized. So KBS can assist in collecting and analyzing data about each student, including their abilities, learning styles, interests, level of knowledge, and so on. This helps create an individual profile for each student and understand their specific needs, enabling the customization of the learning environment for each individual student. Now we're trying to talk about the personalized learning, because KBS can help develop and deliver personalized learning materials and assignments for each student. So they can adapt the content, pace of learning, and level of difficulty according to the needs and abilities of each student. Actually, sure, we need to monitor the progress of our students. So that is why KBS can help us to track the progress of each student in real time. They can analyze student responses, assignment grades, time spent on task, and many other indicators, allowing teachers and administrators to assess student progress and take timely actions for improvement. Sure, we need to talk about the adaptation of learning process. So KBS can adapt the learning process, including scheduling, resource utilization, teaching methods, and student assessment. So they can respond to individual student needs and provide tailored learning experience. KBS can also give support for interactivity and collaboration, and actually communication. So KBS can facilitate interaction and collaboration among students, teachers, and other participants of the learning process. So they can provide a platform for, let's so-called idea exchange, collaborative project work and discussions, fostering active students' engagement and promoting collaborative learning. KBS can aid also in assessing students, taking into account their individual needs and abilities. So they can employ various assessment methods, including adaptive testing, portfolios, projects, practical assignments, maybe allowing for comprehensive information gathering about each student's abilities and achievements. And last but not actually the least, KBS can provide tools for remote or distance learning, which has become particularly relevant during the COVID-19 pandemic. These systems can assist in organizing virtual classes or real-time interaction, and actually give access to learning materials and lots of resources. And of course, it is very necessary to share a couple of examples, KBS examples, which can be used in education. So actually they were divided in 5 categories, but actually can be more. We can choose any kind of other diversity. So the first group, so-called intelligent tutoring systems, or ITS for short. So these systems provide personalized support and knowledge-based learning. They analyze the students' knowledge and skills and then offer personalized recommendations or even tasks and explanations to enhance learning. So examples of such systems include Cognitive Tutor and Alex section. The next group is the Learning Management System, or LMS for short. This platform allow for the organization, delivery, and management of educational materials and activities. They can include features for assessment, collaboration, communication, and progress monitoring. Popular example of LMS include Moodle, Canvas, Blackboard, and Google Classroom. The next group, Adaptive Learning Systems. These systems utilize algorithms and intelligent analysis to adapt the learning process to the individual needs of each student. They can customize content, level of difficulty, and learning pace based on the students' abilities and progress. Examples of such systems include Dreambox Learning and Newton, VR and AR learning. These technologies are used to create immersive and visual learning experience. They can provide virtual environments for subject exploration, simulations, and interaction with 3D models. Examples of VR, AR systems include Google Expedition, Dept Space, Microsoft HoloLens. Last but not the least, knowledge-based question answering systems. These systems utilize knowledge bases and algorithms to answer student questions. They can analyze queries and search for answers within the knowledge base, or even generate new answers based on text analysis. Examples of such systems include IBM Watson and Wolfram Alpha. Okay, I hope you still have some powers and patience to continue. The next question I need to ask: why did the computer go to school? The answer is simple: because it wanted to learn but ended up falling in love with the Control Alt and Delete buttons. Sure, despite the benefits of using KBS in education, let's do not forget about the quirks and glitches, among them dependency on technology. The use of educational technology systems, KBS systems, relies on having the necessary technological infrastructure, computers, internet access, servers, lots of them. This can be a limitation for educational institutions that lack sufficient resources or access to modern technologies. The next one, lack of personal contact. The use of KBS in education may reduce personal interaction between teachers and students. So interacting in virtual environment may be less effective, especially for those students who require more personal attention and support. Limited opportunity for interaction. So KBS may have some limitations in their interaction capabilities with students. This can affect the development of communication skills, social abilities, collaborative work, actually so-called soft skills, which are also important aspects of learning. And the training requirements. Using KBS in education requires teachers to undergo additional training and education for effective utilization of this system. So insufficient training may limit the potential of using education technology system and result in less satisfactory outcomes. Challenges regarding validity and quality of materials. Having accurate and up-to-date educational materials is a crucial aspect of using KBS in education. The lack of quality and reliable sources of information can lead to incorrect understanding of the material and lower learning outcomes. But actually, these drawbacks do not imply that KBS are ineffective in education. They simply indicate the need for careful planning and implementation of such systems, taking into account the specific educational context and the need of both students and their teachers. Thank you so much for your patience and thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you so much for Dr. Volodymyr. Yes. Okay, and then the third speaker, thank you for your wonderful presentation. And then the third speaker is Dr. Farahwaida Mohd Bakar as a senior lecturer head of Industrial Linkages section from University Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Yeah, for Dr. Farahwaida, the time is yours. Thank you.
Right. Salam. Can you hear my voice?
Is it very clearly, Miss?
Okay. Right. Assalamualaikum and very good evening to all of you, especially to the chairman, Ms. Novita, and to all the outstanding speakers for this webinar international session. Okay, so we will start with our topic, which is the rise of artificial intelligence, unlocking the opportunity for beneficial effects. So let me share my screen, right? All right, so yeah, first of all, I'm Dr. Farahwaida Muhammad. I'm from University Kuala Lumpur, specifically from Malaysian Institute of Information Technology. So for this topic, actually, I'm not too technical like a previous presenter. They are sharing their research and also their maybe their interest in certain topic of AI. So my topic, my presentation is more on how the AI can benefit to a certain field in our environments. So we will start with our first, just a moment. Okay, okay. So I've categorized 7 field of AI initiative, which I think it could be some information that I would like to share with all the audience here. So the 7 field that I've chose is a natural language. So we will look into how the natural language could give some benefit regarding the AI itself. And we will look also in the field of robotics, okay? And then in the field of perceptive system, in the field of expert system itself, okay, maybe most of you are already familiar with the terms of expert system itself, but my presentation is more on to share what some of the examples that could contribute towards the expert system itself. And then I will also mention in terms of intelligent machine, okay, and neural network fields, and also the last one is genetic algorithm. So I'm sure that we have seen, for example, from the first presenter, Ms. Gahramanli, okay? I think from her presentation, we can see how the algorithm itself could really helpful in terms of the artificial intelligence product itself. Okay, so let's start on the natural language itself, okay? So before we go further, what does it mean by natural language in artificial intelligence? So actually we can just Google it out, and we can, nowadays people are using ChatGPT and etc. But from my point of view, natural language is something like how the system itself, or how the computing system itself could help the human being, okay, in order to translate all their information and to make sure they understood what they want to do. Okay, so from my presentation, you can see that there are lists of natural language example in terms of AI initiative. So how, for example, virtual assistant, by having this virtual assistant, for example, like Siri, Google Assistant, or Amazon Alexa, utilizing natural language processing NLP. So I'm sure that maybe some of you is a iPhone user. You can just speak to your phones and say, hi Siri, thank you Siri, can you find anything Siri? Okay, we can just use that. Yeah, this is my Siri responding to my talking just now. Okay, so instead of that, we also have chatbot. Okay, chatbot is also we fall under category of natural language, which is a chatbot are AI-powered conversational agents that interact with user through text or speech. Okay, so I'm sure that most of the website nowadays, they have this application, the chatbot itself, where individuals or maybe the viewers, okay, could ask a question based on directly, okay, because they have a chatbot agent that can reply to all the answers that they want to know. And then under the natural language also, we have another example, which is sentiment analysis, which is, I would say that sentiment analysis is quite crucial nowadays, because we are directly communicate with the computers and systems. So sometimes the computer itself, the AI itself could portray the negative feedback. And by having this product, for example, the sentiment analysis product, it could also help us in terms of to identify whether the statement or maybe the text that we type is in a positive or negative interpretation. Okay, so by having this, actually, this is some of the beneficial, okay, of the AI in terms of the natural language. So we can see that how this AI could help in terms of in our daily life. Yeah. Okay. Another field is about robotics. Yeah, I'm sure that our first presenter and also our second presenter just now also mentioned about robotics and how this application really helps humans, okay, in their daily life. So I'll put some of others examples on how robotics and AI could help us. Okay, for example, autonomous vehicle. Okay, which is in this product or in this vehicle is self-driving cars and autonomous drones utilizing all AI algorithms and robotics technology to navigate and make decisions in real life and in real time, for example. Yeah, I would say that most of the luxury car nowadays, they have this kind of application that really helps the users or the drivers, okay, when they want to park their car, or maybe when they want to have safe driving, right, because of the long distance. So it's very benefit to the driver. And then we also have social robotics, okay, which is this robot can understand and respond to human emotion, engage in conversation, and provide companionship. So in terms of robotics also, we have this kind of application, okay, where the robot itself can understand the emotion that the human giving to them, okay. And also in the field of research and exploration, robot with an AI algorithm can explore uncharted environment, okay, for example, conduct experiments, they can collect data, and they can assist researcher in various scientific endeavors. I think maybe we have seen one of the film Iron Man, for example. So it could one of the example of how AI can help human being. Okay. Right, another field, I'm looking into the perceptive system. Okay, in the perceptive system, I would say that it refers to the system of components that enables machine to perceive and understand the surrounding environment through the use of sensors and sensory data. So in this case, I try to find some of the example regarding the perceptive system in AI, which is we have sensor-based perception. We call it as a LIDAR, DAR, light detection and ranging, which is this application is more on the 3D mapping and environments perception, such as GPS for location tracking, inertial sensors for motion detection, or environmental sensor for monitoring temperature, humidity, and other environments factor. So how this perceptive system in an eye really helps the researcher, for example, or maybe the anyone, okay, anyone who belong into the in that environment, for example, because you need to monitoring the temperature. Even nowadays in Malaysia, it's very hot, okay, so maybe we can use this perceptive system AI in order to identify which area that have a very high temperature, for example. And we have another example under the perceptive system, which is gesture recognition. By having AI algorithm, it also can recognize and understand hand gestures, body movement or facial expression, which allowing for intuitive and natural interaction with devices or system. So for example, if you have a certain application, when you just move your head or maybe you just cry maybe, okay, so the system understand that you are not in a good mood, you are sad, something like that. So we this one is the AI product, which is falls under the perceptive system. Okay. Another category or another field is about the expert system. I'm sure that most of you are already familiar with the expert system itself. So what is the difference between expert system and decision support system? We can say that decision support system is more on giving all the information or all the decision that still we need to make the decision. However, by having an expert system, this system actually this expert system actually give the decision, okay, the final decision without your consent. Okay, so this is what we call as expert system. So the decision DSS is more on something that is portray all the suggestion. Still, we as a human being need to make a last choice decision. But for the expert system, the system itself will create the will come up with the final decision, okay, by using that system. So on the expert system, we have various example. We have accounting, okay, even accounting environment or era nowadays, they can use accounting system to make tax planning, we can do auditing, okay? And then, for example, in the medicine environments, we can, where the expert system help to prescribe antibiotics by considering the patient medical history. So we can see, right, how this machine or how this system can make decision from, specifically doctor, right? And then we can also see from the process control, for example, lithographic printing. So we can arrange or we can set these lithographic printings, because it's there's a step-by-step process for the lithographic printing. So by why we need to put it as a manual system, right? So why don't we just convert it into the expert system? And then HRM, human resource management system, also is to determine compliance with federal employment law, okay, where, for example, in certain employment category, for example, so we need certain, for example, in Malaysia, we have engineer, for example. So to be an engineer, you have to have a background in engineering, and the engineering certificate also must have recognition from engineering bodies. Okay, so the system can identify towards that. Okay, and forestry management. Okay, actually we have various, yeah. So I just highlight few field only. Okay, under the forestry management, to plant tree cuttings and to planting. Okay, so we need an expert system to identify or to help us to make a decision. Okay, all right. Another field in AI, we also have intelligent machine. Okay, where in intelligent machine, we can call it as a which is refers to the system of machines that exhibit a certain level of understanding, learning, and decision making capabilities that mimic or resemble human intelligence. So in order to represent the human intelligence itself, they create a software, okay? A software that assists you or act on your behalf in performing the related tasks. In this case, again, I would say that some of the application could be falls under the same field also. Okay, for example, chatbot again. Okay, is one of the example. Intelligent chatbot utilize natural language processing and machine learning to interact with user understanding, queries, and requests. And another intelligent machine that I think maybe most of you having this kind of issue also. For example, Amazon.com website suggests books to you on the basis of your previous purchase. Not only Amazon.com, but I think nowadays most of the website they can detect what is our they can tracking. Okay, what is our history, searching history, what is our last purchase item. So it's really know that, for example, maybe you are using Google, for example, so they can identify whenever you open your website or maybe your browser, the same thing will come out. For example, you are looking for the AI topic, for example. So next, tomorrow, for example, when you open your browser, so there will be some of the information regarding the AI. So this is what we call as a intelligent machine that install in your system. Okay, so we have gone through the 4 field, okay, which is natural language, okay, robotics, perceptive system, expert system, sorry, 5. And also intelligent machine. Okay, so I have another 2 field of AI initiative. Okay, so let's look on the neural networks. Okay, so neural networks, I would say that a fundamental component of artificial intelligence and machine learning. They are computational models inspired by the structure and functioning of the human brain. okay, consisting of interconnected nodes called artificial neuron or units, which is organized in a layer. So I'm not talking about specifically about the neural network itself, but I just give you some of example on how this AI initiative under the neural network. Okay, we can see from my presentation here. For example, in airport, okay, there are some initiative, which is by using the neural network, we can use that to find bomb in luggage by detecting distinctive chemical patterns. Okay, so we have that kind of initiative, AI initiative under the neural network. And under the medical, for example, the technician check for irregularities in human tissues, for example, in effort to find an early warning sign, such as maybe cancer, or maybe some things that, something cancer, etc. Okay, and then under the neural network, also we have business, under the category of business, where we can use this field to assemble a stock portfolio. We can detect fraud, okay, evaluate credit application, okay, and etc. Okay, and the last field of AI that give the benefit to us is a genetic algorithm. I'm sure that when we talk about algorithms, as I mentioned in my early presentation, we have seen some of the example from the first presenter regarding the algorithm itself. So by genetic algorithm is actually minimize the amount of cable that needs to be laid over a wide geographical area. So we can identify that. And also by using that genetic algorithm in AI, it can help us in scheduling commercial on radio station. Okay, for example, in radio station, there's lots of commercials, so we can use that. We can schedule that by using the genetic algorithm. And the last one is schedule the rotation of train. For example, in France, okay, they are using the genetic algorithm in order to schedule the rotation of train in France. Okay, right. As a conclusion, it is important to note that while artificial intelligence offers significant benefit, however, we need to look into the responsible of the development itself, and then ethical considerations, okay, and also appropriate regulation are crucial to mitigate potential risks and ensure that AI technologies are developed and used in a manner that align with the human values and the well-being of society. I would say that even though we know that AI could really help us in doing anything, right? From my field just now, we have 7 fields that I put as a genetic algorithm, neural networks, okay, intelligent machine, expert system, perceptive system, robotics, and also natural language. We can see that lots of benefit, okay, from the AI itself, okay, in our to adapt in our daily life. But again, I would say that in developing the good AI, we really need to be responsible, okay, and there will be some ethical consideration. For example, when you use Chat GPT, for example, yeah, the system can portray all the information, but again, how you verify the information, okay? So not all the information in that system could be allocated or could be used, okay, to any platform, for example, but still you need to make sure that the information is verified. Okay, thank you. That's all from me. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for Dr. Farahwaida. And then the last speaker, this is Mr. Setiyo Nugroho, as a lecturer of Department Computer Graphic from STEKOM University. Yeah, for Dr. Nugroho, the time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for all the time, Miss Novita. Okay, I would like to I would like to introduce myself first. I'm a lecturer of computer graphic department. So I would like to discuss about more specific in artificial intelligence, and I'm talking about the computer vision, about specific in computer vision. Sorry. Okay. Is it full screen? No, yeah. Okay, excuse me. Okay, is it full screen, Miss Novita?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, today I would like to talking about the computer vision in artificial intelligence application. So this is more specific. Only discuss the computer vision that is my that's something that we learn on our department. Okay, first we must know about the artificial intelligence. It's a simulation of human intelligence processed by machine, especially computer system, and it includes expert system, natural language processing, speech recognition, and computer vision. Okay, in this case, we can see that there is a lot of area in the artificial intelligence, and one of it is computer vision. So computer vision is part of the artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is creation of intelligent machine that act and function like human. In this technology, machine-based perform the cognitive function of human like problem solving and learning. So when we are talking about artificial intelligence, we have to mimic the what is created in human and change and replaced by machine. And computer vision is a field of artificial intelligence that enable computer and system to derive meaningful information from digital image, video, and other visual input, and take action or make recommendation based on that information. So computer vision means we have to get image or video or other visual input and process. This is the area of artificial intelligence, and this is the area of computer vision. Computer vision is part of artificial intelligence. It can use machine learning only, maybe just like Cascade algorithm, or maybe using deep learning just like YOLO, and maybe a combination between those technology and so on. So computer vision is designed to be able to use just like deep learning or machine learning in the way they get information from visual input. Computer vision is science and technology of computer that see. Image can take many forms. It's like a video sequence, image from scanner, or view from multiple camera, or multi-dimension data from 3D scanner. View from multiple camera is just like on the smart car, on the self-driving car, and maybe I will discuss it later. And from 3D scanner to get information from the visual that get from the camera. And this is the human vision. Human vision is the process of discovering what is present in the world and where is it by looking. Okay, this is the scene. This is the eyes. Eyes will send image to the brain and it creates perception. So the process of the human vision is image acquisition and image interpretation. The most important is image interpretation. So when we are look at a food in front of me, just for example, food in front of me, I see it with my eyes, but what will my brain do? I will see it as a delicious food, or I think about the price of the food. That depends on our perception. So the computer vision is also processed like that. It analyzes of picture and video in order to achieve result similar to those by people. Scene captured by camera. Camera is the replacement of our eyes. It sends the image to the computer. Computer is replacement for our brain, and it creates perception. So it's all about interpretation and perception. This make computer understand image and video. What kind of scene? Where are the car? How far is building? So this is creating what we want from the image and calculated by computer to get information. Why computer vision? Because image is worth 1,000 words. We have here a lot of this. So when we are typing, maybe you can only give information only one piece. The image on the left 100 meter. But when we are mobile, there is so many information that keep continue, and it cannot be replaced by typing. The best is to get an image, because image can provide a lot of information compared to word or typing. Many biological systems rely on vision. Computer vision is based on what is mammal, human or animal, look. Biological system. How human look, how snake look. Maybe we use snake for infrared, thermal camera recognition. For human, maybe just use standard camera. We are always look at the how human or animal using vision for create interpretation, create perception. The word is 3-dimension and dynamic. The word is dynamic. We keep moving, and is have a 3D X, Y, Z. There is a left, right, front, back, and deep. So we can only depend. We cannot depend on the typing, but we the best how to get information is better if we use video or image to get a dynamic information. And the last one, and this is the most effect, is because camera and computer are getting cheaper, smarter, and smaller. When we are talking about computer vision in the past, computer vision is already created in the past, but now when we have Android phone or iPhone, we have more technology in the computer vision, because computer become smaller. So we can make a handheld. We use a mobile phone to get a computer vision. Before we only use a digital camera. Before there is Android camera, computer vision is already exist. But for the photographer, we already know about smile detection, face detection is already exists in the camera when Android still not exist. But it's only on the specific computer system, and it's expensive. Now it's getting cheaper. We can see every mobile phone which is have camera, it must have a fashion smile detection is always available on the camera. Face detection is always available. We can do just like augmented reality using a smartphone. That's because computer is become smaller and smarter and cheaper. And this is the intersection between computer vision and computer graphic. Computer graphic and computer vision have a little bit different, but it's all based on the image. In the computer graphic, usually we create, just like rendering image, just like creating animation, creating design, creating user interface. In the computer vision, we use image to make a perception, just like shape estimation, motion estimation, recognition, and 3D modeling. But between this, there is a giant intersection. It's about shape, it's all about light, it's all about motion, it's all about optic, it's all about image. So computer graphic and computer vision have a tight correlation. Excuse me, nggak mau geser. And this is the component of computer vision system. Computer vision system basically just like this. Light, of course, we need light. If we don't have a light, we can see anything. So computer vision will always need a light. Light to get an image that came into lens and enter to camera. Camera create image and acquisition by the computer. Computer process the result of image into output and input. And the result is sent to control mechanism or other process. Maybe just like for the self-driving car, from the object, we can see that object from the camera, and it sent to computer. Computer now calculate that the distance is very close. So they use control mechanism to do braking. So the car will stop will stop automatic. This is the base of the computer vision system. There is a lot of control mechanism, not only of our brake, maybe just like we have developed just like maybe a separator or separator for fruit that good and bad. The good one will be sent to left, the best one will be go to front, and there's a lot of control mechanism that can be can be processed by the computer. So this is the example, the application of computer vision. And the first one is optical character recognition or OCR. This is the first, I guess, the early computer vision that maybe we don't know that this is a computer vision, but this is a computer vision where the image from the scanner. In the past, we only have a scanner, no camera, no digital camera. Digital camera is very expensive. A scanner scan document, and in the past, we always came with OCR software. When we buy a Canon scanner, we always get a CD contained with OCR software. And this is in the In the present day, we can do OCR using our smartphone. Just take a picture from the image, from text, from handwriting, and it convert directly to digital text. In the example, how to process the OCR, and there is also, if you like to do computer vision, library just like OpenCV, Keras, and TensorFlow, just like what Mr. Volodymyr said, is already available to do just like OCR. And biometric. Biometric is also computer vision that already exists in the very long time ago, where it based on the physical characteristic that called biometric that can be used to validate and verify identity. Biometric usually for the accurate biometric usually divided by two systems. The most common is fingerprint. Fingerprint is very common and is comfortable for our for the image capture process. Fingerprint biometric used to authenticate the match person biometric template and identify. And the more complex system is iris recognition. Iris recognition is also created by a camera, and it illuminating with infrared, near infrared light to pick up the unique pattern that not visible in the naked eye. This is also already exists in the past, but this method is not comfortable because we must put our eyes into something like Google, like a Google Glass. So it's not comfortable. So mostly for the biometric, is still fingerprint is still the most used for the biometric. Face detection. Face detection is the most common. Maybe if you learn OpenCV or if you learn computer vision, I guess the first study is face detection. It's very common, and actually face detection is also available in the past year. It usually is available in the camera when Android and iPhone still not exist. It's usually to do the detection, face detection, to create the focusing in the camera. But now there is a lot of technology that amplify face detection to do a lot of things, just like human attendance, and maybe just like counting face or other technology, but it's already exists in the past time. Also, effective computing. Effective computing, or maybe emotion computing, is well known as a smell detection. Smell detection also already available in the Sunny Saber shot. I remember I have this camera in the past before I have a smartphone. So this is cool. So we can smile and the shutter will on. But for our mobile phone, I guess this feature is already exists in the present day. So this is effective computing where we try to capture the smile from face, and it's also available in the learning library, just like OpenCV or another library. And QR code. QR code maybe everyone know QR code, I guess, but QR code is also computer vision. So maybe if we are talking about AI, maybe AI is so complicated, but actually you are really close with this technology. QR code is a technology that read the image from our camera and then translate it into a text that can be used to open web page or to connect a wireless or to compose email, or in our campus we use it for our attendance, and then we use a face recognition tool for our attendance list in our campus. So this is a common technology that using computer vision and using the available camera on the smartphone. And then 3D reconstruction. 3D reconstruction usually using method called photogrammetry. Photogrammetry means we taking a lot of picture around the object, and by the calculating overlapping image like this, we will create the object 3D object by calculating image that captured by the camera. This is an example of photogrammetry. And now in our smartphone, if you want to get the photogrammetry, is already available too in the Google Play. So computer vision is very close with us, and it's cool, I guess. So we can get maybe if you want to 3D scanner, usually they call it the scanner, but actually it's not the scanner but photogrammetry. So we take a picture by around the object and take all the picture from all sides, and then we get a 3D object from it. It's called photogrammetry, but it's also using technology just like computer vision. And computer vision based human motion capture. Human motion capture, actually there is two methods for human motion capture. The first one is mechanical. Mechanical means we use a special switch that can control, that can detect and count our movement. That's usually being used in the movie or in the video, 3D video, creating that complex that creating a motion capture, complex motion capture. But now there is a computer vision based human motion. It uses a camera, usually two camera. So this is the most common for the human motion capture is Kinect box. It has two camera. First camera is to capture object. The second one is to get the depth or the position of the object. By this optical motion capture, we turn real life movement into digital data, and it uses number of camera to film a subject from different view. This will use to reconstruct the movement in 3D, then applied to a computer model. So by using Kinect, computer like this, camera like this, or maybe another camera is also can be used to make computer vision based human motion capture. Not only Kinect, but the most common is Kinect. There is a game that can detect our movement and place into the game. And the other one maybe just like another computer vision based motion capture. We can get the data for movement and we can apply it into an animation. there's a lot of method and a lot of available in internet, and it's free. I just send my video of my movement, and it will analyze and send to us as a data to move our 3D object. And then the maybe latest technology, I guess, augmented reality. Augmented reality is interactive experience that combine the real world and computer generate content. AR can be defined as a system that incorporates three basic features as a combination of real and virtual world, real-time interaction, and accurate 3D representation of virtual and real objects. Okay, so how augmented reality works? We use our camera to capture image, and if the image is matched with our base image, it will show information. So we can get a real-time image, real-time interaction. So we can get the image in the real world and extra information. So augmented reality is very fun. I teach my students for augmented reality. It's fun. It's cool, I guess. So we can give information from our camera, in our mobile phone, and we can give an information from it. And also, when we are talking about augmented reality doesn't need a very expensive mobile phone. It's just a simple mobile phone is always is okay to perform augmented reality. It's not just like virtual reality, because virtual reality need a better mobile phone. But for augmented reality, simple mobile phone, as long as they have a camera, usually it can run. And then maybe just like many times being taught before about self-driving car. Self-driving car is a technology that really very depend on the computer vision. As you see, this is a design for Tesla. It's equipped with 8 surround camera, provide 360 degree of visibility around the car that up to 250 meters of range. So self-driving camera require to capture image around of the car. So we can see they have to see the front, they have to see the right, they have to see the left and the back. So this is 8 camera position in the Tesla. The forward camera narrow, main forward camera, wide forward camera, side camera, forward looking side camera, and rear view camera, rear forward camera, and it's also still being powered by LiDAR. LiDAR or radar. Sometimes people call it LiDAR, sometimes call it radar in the car, but actually it's LiDAR. And so maybe I will show the video from NVIDIA. So this is not my video, because I don't have technology that can run at camera real time. This is need a very good computer. So this is the video from NVIDIA for you to know about how self-driving car work. Okay, I will share the video. Okay, is it run? Miss Novita, is it done? Okay. So this is the NVIDIA from NVIDIA. As you can see, this is how the self-driving car works. They estimate all the objects, the distance, the path, the obstacle from the right, from the left. Surround detection is really cool, and yeah, this is a very high technology. Face detection. Using LiDAR. Photometry using visual.
Is it okay, Mr. Nugroho?
Oke, sudah berhenti
Oh.
videonya.
Iya,
Masih nyala apa enggak?
udah mati.
Oh, bentar, belum selesai. Oke, and my time is end. Is it my time?
Actually,
Okay, I guess that's the video, and maybe you can try to get the video from the Google. There's on the YouTube you can find it in the NVIDIA self-driving car. Okay, I guess that's enough for me. Okay, thank you for the time, Miss Novita.
okay, thank you so much for Mr. Nugroho. Yeah, finally we come to the end of webinar today. For our audience, if you wanna ask question, you can raise your hand or you can write in the room chat. Okay, for first question, we have question from audience in the YouTube from Miss Dia Rahmi. Just a moment, I will share in room chat also. Yeah, where the benefit and the information can be spread out among others to share links, another else, but the problem are how to deliver to the student or teacher, whether the position of the school or the college in the mountain village area or in the outer remote area where the access on the internet access, it hurts to get it out. Thank you. And this is question for all the speaker also. I'm ready right in the room chat. Maybe we will answering first.
Okay, I think I will answer the question.
Yes.
Is regarding the problems on having the information when you are in a remote area, right? So I would suggest that if there are still a problem in terms of delivering the information to the remote area, so I would suggest that maybe the information could be saved in the local storage devices, so we can send the information to the remote area, or else maybe we can use something like maybe we can upgrade the satellite itself, where we can send the information via the satellite. Actually, this is not to say normal, but it's a common problems in when we are dealing with the online session, because certain remote area don't have connection, the internet connection itself. So I think based from our experience during the COVID last time, so what we did is we prepare offline materials and we send to the remote area to make sure that they having a same information and the same contents towards their learning. So that's from me. Thank you.
Okay, maybe I add for Mr. Farahwaida. I guess it's the same too because we also have a mountainous area too. We are an Asian, so there is a lot of mountains. So I guess the most important if we have a pick up, so digital file, but it can be sent can be delivered by offline method, because in this some area maybe we cannot get an internet, so we can send it by just like flash disk or package from package standard package, or maybe we can use more technology just like build a repeater. And also the government also have to think about this and how to create, at least in the education area, must have an internet connection. So I guess at least the student will go to the school. Maybe in their home there is no internet, but in the school, so they still have to come to school if there is no internet. I guess that's my answer.
Okay, thank you. And then the next question, this is from Mr. Arti. Can artificial intelligence replace teacher in education? And why can teacher be replaced by robot? Will teacher be replaced by technology? Thank you.
I'd like to answer and comment this question. So the situation is that first we need to define what is teacher actually is. So if it's like only like a book, like a source of knowledge, sure, it can be replaced even by Wikipedia. Why not? But the subject of teacher, the purpose of teacher is not only to give the knowledge, as it was mentioned at the beginning of our today's meeting, but it's an idea to study the students how to learn, how to educate. It's not only given the hard skills, but soft skills also. So as also I have mentioned in my presentation also, so artificial intelligence, knowledge-based system, all these technologies and so-called robots can be only some kind of instrument in the hands of teacher, which can help to improve the level of education, level of knowledge delivering, but never the teacher can be replaced by robot, just because teacher is not something about skills in teaching. It's also something which is inside the one man's heart, inside the teacher's heart, and the organic heart can never be replaced. The same situation can will teachers be replaced by technology? The same, no. They can work together, they can work in collaboration, help and support each other. But now the rise of the machines, as it was shown in Terminator 2, for example, it's absolutely only the science fiction. Thank you.
Thank you so much for answering, Dr. Volodymyr. Yeah, and then the next question, this is from Mr. Setya Budi. I'm interested in asking to Dr. Farahwaida about chatbots. Can all chatbot help retain customer? Is the quality of chatbot service in the marketplace better than human service, especially to maintain customer loyalty? Thank you.
Okay, very interesting question. Yes, I would say that chatbot could help the business order okay, or maybe the website developer to maintain their customer. Because when we talk about customer always, everything must be fast respond, everything must be on time, okay, because they need the information, okay. And have you heard about the customer always right? Okay, so from my point of view, I would say that by having a chatbot, it could support and it could contribute towards the loyalty of customer. Because when you add on the chatbot in your website, for example, or in your mobile application, for example, it can be 24/7 availability, right? You can interact with them 24/7. Okay, and then by having that chatbot also, it will have in terms of quick response time, because we have put a list of regular question, or maybe the most popular question from the customer. So sometimes maybe the customer just want to ask when the new available product will be available, for example, when is the date. So we can put on the chatbot, and the chatbot itself can identify the question and just pop up the answers. So it will be a good response to the customer, and definitely you will have a loyalty customer, because they know that you can entertain them immediately. Okay, is it okay?
Yes, Miss. Yeah, thank you for answering. And then we have a question from Miss Rajeswari. Yeah, Mas, am I audible? Little bit. Now? Kurang keras, Kak. Maksud sih, sekarang gimana?
Louder.
Udah kan? Udah ya, Pak?
Okay.
Okay. I would like to ask to Miss Turkana. Yeah. I think you are mute. Okay. Hello, Miss. My name is Rajeswari. I'm a student of STEKOM University. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm interested about part of your presentation. You mentioned about AI in cyber security. So AI can help to analyze and mitigate the attacks. So even though the rising of AI, why still the number of cyber attacks is increasing globally? And as per your knowledge, how far the development of AI in cybersecurity? And the last, maybe can AI detect zero-day exploit? Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I would like to come back and to answer before your question. Sorry. There was a question here. Is it true that artificial intelligence will replace humans in the future? I would like to answer this question firstly, because I think that in some areas the robots can replace the people. For example, for driving the cars or driving the subways, I can give the examples for this. And of course, in medicine, some areas in medicine, I think that robots can replace the people. But about the teachers, I can say that I told when I talked about my presentation that I used ChatGPT, but the program just gave all information to me. I couldn't choose which one is better because I had two choices, but I tried to find out which one is going to be useful for me, but I couldn't choose. I would like to say that right now, robots reads a lot of libraries, knows a lot of libraries, and they have too much information. But there will be some choices that humans have to decide in that field. That's why I think that teachers can show the way to their students. That's why I think that the artificial intelligence devices cannot replace the teachers totally. Maybe in some areas, maybe, but not totally, I think. Okay, about your question, actually I couldn't show totally my presentation to you because in my last work I showed the robot and this one. The it can be sunglasses too, and I made these glasses with Tinkercad, but I thought that we can use this robot and with these glasses for the people who cannot see. These robots, how works this robots? Actually, this robots works, for example, if someone cannot see, but there is some obstacles in some places or walls, they are walking, but when they are coming near to the wall, the robot will ring a noise and say that there is a wall, for example, you cannot go there. The purpose of this robot is like this. I tested it a lot. And about my program, I can say that, could you just get your question again from my program? For my program, please.
From your program, I think I don't have any questions, ma'am. But yeah, I just have a question related to cyber attack because I really passionate about cyber security actually. That is why I pointed about this. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to say that actually my area in programming, I'm a programmer actually. I wrote some artificial intelligence programs with Python programming language. My area is actually data scientist and web developer. Development area. I'm not actually a cybersecurity expert, but I think that I add this information to my presentation because of that. I think in the future robots can do something and in that area, and it cannot be maybe positive. I think that positive effects. I think maybe it can present some good results too. Maybe for protection information, we will use some robots. I don't know. That's why I cannot explain deeply. I cannot give deep information about it.
About your glasses, could you please show it again? I would like to ask.
Glasses, this one.
Yeah. So it is how it works. It can take a sensor. What?
I can just show like this.
Okay.
I made it with Tinkercad program. Then I created like this with 3D printer.
Okay. So if blind
Like
people
this.
or blind person use it while they are working, and it will take some sensors.
Instead,
yeah.
I created these glasses for my student to show them. But instead of this, of course, people use different sunglasses or glasses, and of course, the robot with it.
Okay.
Yes, visit it and use it. Actually, it's too much useful. When people come near to the wall, the robot is going to ring a sound that there is a wall here. Turn, for example, right or left, and the person can try turn to right and check that is there any obstacle there, and then turn left side and check again.
So how is the
and find the way to go somewhere.
So
find the way to go somewhere.
How about the accuracy, ma'am?
What?
How about the accuracy that can get from that model which you built? The accuracy?
Actually, it's my own work.
Okay. I don't ask about how it works and the details. I just ask about how accuracy, how correct that it will predict that, oh, there is a wall.
Actually, it works exactly. It works exactly. I tested it a lot. I couldn't show during my presentation face detection program because my, for example, camera was turned on. But my all programs works. I tested them, and my robot works too with it. I teach the students and I show them.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you too.
Is it enough, Rajas? Okay.
Yeah, it's enough. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for the question. And then we will go to the next question. This is from Miss Svechilia. I think AI application is not just limited to solving business problem, but can be used but can be used to solve societal problem at large and minimize human suffering. What I want to ask is about minimizing human suffering. Whether this is working or not, I hear AI is sometimes dangerous for the world and can I cause a lot of employment in a country. Thank you.
Okay, maybe I will try to answer this question. This is the question that just like in the previous year before, there is a demonstration against computer because computer can change people. In the past, there is a demonstration between the dressmaker because there is innovation of saving machine. So people will think that the technology will create something that make an unemployment. But usually when there is a technology that can replace human will create another technology that solve employee. For example, there is a computer. People the calculation will be changed by computer, but it create a better economic and it create another market and create another job for another people. So there is no just like unemployment that, but there is a lot of change in our society. But I guess it's not as dangerous as creating an unemployment because it's always a same problem when there is a computer, there's a demonstration for computer, there's a demonstration for saving machine. So this is a same too. AI will help people and it make it better and they will create something that create a employment, create a working work for people. Okay, that's my answer. Okay, maybe the other can add.
Dr. Farah, you will answer?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, I agree with Dr. Nugroho. Okay, regarding her views on how AI is actually AI. Maybe it will be suffering employment for certain industry. Okay, because when certain tasks have been done repetitively, so definitely we can convert it into robotics and etc. But again, AI itself is create a new opportunity for new job creation actually. So I would say that by maybe the other employment will be closed, but we'll actually create a new opportunity for another new job regarding the AI itself. So means that we can develop a professional. Okay, we can create a professional in terms of the AI itself. Okay, regarding the job opportunity. So maybe in certain industry there will be some of the unemployment. Okay, because of the rise of the AI itself. because they replace the human with the robots, for example, right? So, but in other way, it's actually creating another job opportunity by having maybe someone technician, for example, that can be solve the problem with the robot, for example. So there will be another new opportunity of employment. Okay, so that's from me.
Thank you so much for answering. And then the last question, this is for, as an entrepreneur, I will read in the note. Okay, as an entrepreneur, it's crucial to understand the potential of AI and how it can be applied to your business, from automating repetitive text to analyze data and provide personalized experience. AI can help business to increase efficiency, reduce cost, and drive growth. Can we get it all from AI? This is question from Miss Sukamto. Thank you.
I'll try to answer and give some comments on this question. So first of all, actually, yeah, AI can indeed offer a wide range of different benefits, such as automating repetitive tasks, analyzing large amount of data, delivering personal experience to actually customers. And however, it's essential to note that while AI can provide numerous advantages, it's not, how to say, one size fits all solution. So while AI technology continues to advance rapidly, there are still limitations to consider. So AI systems rely on data quality and actually availability, and their performance is dependent on the algorithms and models used. Furthermore, AI should be seen as a tool to augment, help human rather than replace them entirely. So human intuition, creativity, critical thinking remain invaluable assets in many business contexts. So to harness the full potential of AI, it's really important to have a clear understanding of your business objectives and identify areas where AI can provide the most value. And it's crucial to invest in the right talent and expertise to develop and implement AI solutions effectively. So additionally, ongoing monitoring and evaluation of AI systems are necessary to ensure they continue to deliver the desired results and meet evolving business needs. So to sum up, AI offers numerous advantages for business. It's not a magic solution that can solve all the challenges. So by leveraging AI strategically and aligning it with your personal business goals, you can unlock its potential to increase efficiency, reduce costs, to drive growth. But however, it's important to check all the data and to get all the data about your business in consideration, and actually understand that AI is only some kind of instrument which helps people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for answering. I think we don't have no more question again. Before I close this event, maybe we'll go to the next session for them take a picture. Yeah, for documentation. Okay, for everyone, please open your camera. Ya, bagi para peserta, untuk kameranya bisa diaktifkan terlebih dahulu. I will count 3, 2, 1. Once again. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay, thank you. Finally, we come to the end of webinar today. We would like to say thanks again for all speakers for their wonderful information. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. We hope this information will be beneficial for all audience. And I hope we can meet again in another event in the future. Also, I would like to thank all participants for attending this webinar and making this even more interesting. At last, we hope to have more collaboration in the future with the University Kuala Lumpur and Western Caspian University, and also Southern Ukraine National Pedagogical University. Yeah, the webinar for today. And here we hope to see you soon. Thank you and have a nice day for everyone and for the speaker. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Yeah, thank you so much and
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day. See ya.
Yeah.